Of the Republic of Zambia. Thank you, sir. The Honourable Minister, Major General Dr. Sibusiso Moyo of the Republic of Zimbabwe. Do you have to have the scarf? Thank you. I'm also very pleased to welcome to the SADC family our 16th new member, the Union of the Comores, represented by the Honourable Minister, Mr. Suf Mohammed El Amin. Minister, thank you very much. I hope that those of us who are new to the club will find this meeting refreshing and fulfilling. I can at least attest to the fact that in my previous responsibilities in this government, and in my engagements with the minister while I was Council of Ministers, while I was Minister of Intelligence and Minister of Defence, I always found the SADC meetings very fulfilling. I hope that those that I knew will find it equally fulfilling today. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe that it is important to start from the beginning for all of us to be at one. And what is the beginning for us? The beginning is a founding treaty established by our own Southern African Development Community, SADC. The 1992 SADC Treaty correctly outlines foundational principles under which we as members ought to be in line with. For purposes of emphasis, it is important to lift a few of these principles that affect us and are important today. One, the importance of the sovereignty, equality of all member states. Two, solidarity, peace, and security. Three, human rights, democracy, and the rule of law. Four, equity, balance, and mutual benefit for all. Five, peaceful settlement of any disputes we come across. These are the principles that guide us at all times in our journey towards regional economic integration. We gather here this morning to think through strategic possibilities together on how best we can fast track what we have and improve the lives of our people. We have clear and common objectives towards regional economic integration and sustainable reality and lives for all our people, including sustainable development for all of us. Our experience in Kigali, for most of us who just returned from Kigali, was truly uplifting, and I'd like you to congratulate us for what we achieved in Kigali. Did I hear a sound? Thank you. We should therefore continuously look to seek and unlock our regional potential and opportunities to effectively address the issues that we have signed on and the issues that come before us, which are unemployment, underdevelopment, and poverty alleviation, and contribute fully to the upliftment of the subcontinent and the continent. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm exceptionally pleased that the Council meeting today takes place in the year that we celebrate the centenary year of the birth of one of the fathers of our nation, a truly outstanding man, Nelson Rolihlahla Mandela. To our people, and I'm sure to most in the region, he will always be affectionately known as Madiba. We put aside this year not only for ourselves, but we'd like the region to embrace this and all of us celebrate the outstanding contribution of this man to our own development. Former President Mandela stands out as one of the most notable leaders of our liberation struggle, who mobilized international solidarity against apartheid and contributed to the establishment and the shaping of post-apartheid democratic South Africa, which you enjoy today. As we celebrate the centenary of Madiba, we draw inspiration from his exceptional wisdom, humility, resilience, and ability to rise above his circumstances and clear the path towards a free, non-racial democracy, which is what we have today. He was a true international statesman, and we will continue to draw invaluable lessons from this outstanding man and his leadership and compassion for decades to come. When South Africa joined SADC, the SADC community, in 1998, President Mandela shared with us the following words, and I quote, "Our vision for the SADC region is therefore the highest possible degree of economic integration consistent with our socio-economic and political reality. Our task as government are to provide the environment that will release the creative abilities of our people to produce wealth and to create development," close quote. This is what we're here about today, to ensure that we can continue the dream of those people who made it possible for us to enjoy freedom and democracy. As we enter the 26th year of a SADC family, we must continuously reflect on our progress. Our objectives in SADC are informed by the SADC Common Agenda, which seeks to advance peace, stability, and sustainable development in our region. It is important to note that the political and security situation in the region remains stable, as has been reported by the Executive Secretary, though there are some political and security challenges that we must look out for and be very careful to handle to the end so that the region continues its stability. As you are aware, the SADC Common Agenda has also guided us to develop economic blueprints such as the revised Regional Indicative Strategic Development Plan, the Regional Industrialization Strategy, which was elaborated upon by the Executive Secretary, the roadmap for 2015-2016 to 2063, the Strategic Indicative Plan of the organ, and the Regional Infrastructure Development Master Plan. In our pursuit of a common SADC future, it is clear that in our region here is a critical need for industrialization, underpinned by a sound infrastructure. We cannot have industrialization unless we invest in infrastructure. The SADC Chair, South Africa, is working towards ensuring the practical implementation of the SADC Industrialization Plan, as adopted by the SADC Extraordinary Summit in March 2017. As a result, South Africa's theme for her chairpersonship year is entitled, and I quote, "Partnership with the Private Sector in Developing Industry and Regional Value Chains," further emphasizing the importance of regional industrialization. Industrialization remains a core preoccupation for prosperity in the region and has to be achieved through a strong partnership with the private sector. It is therefore clear that all SADC members should focus on the need to strengthen the region's capabilities, both inside and outside of government, in order to advance regional industrialization. It is our belief that SADC governments should identify priority value chains and take steps to attract the private sector into these specific areas. As part of our regional strategy, South Africa is also working on a set of deliverables which will focus on some high-impact cross-border projects in order to support manufacturing and the creation of new regional value chains. We will report back to the next SADC meeting in August this year on the progress in this regard. Our vision in our chairpersonship is to provide for ourselves policy direction and for all of us here an enabling environment for a sustainable program that prioritizes the preparation of high-impact cross-border projects that we have outlined, those that are pragmatic and enhance skills in our sub-region and create jobs and make sure that our region prospers. In this way, we will boost trade and make sure that we follow all the agreements that we have signed on to make this possible. As indicated, we've all committed to improving the quality of life of our people, to advance sustainable economic development, and to this end, we have a long journey to travel, and we cannot be found wanting, or do we dare to fail. It is therefore fundamental that we unleash the appropriate resources and make a concerted effort to work together towards SADC upliftment, an upliftment that our people deserve, towards a SADC that we are proud of, towards a SADC that we want. Our gratitude, therefore, at this point, to the SADC Secretariat, ever so passionate about their work, as has been exemplified here by the Executive Secretary. We pledge our continued support to you, Madam, to deliver on your annual work program and mandate and to strengthen your governance and institutional capacity in order to effectively enhance your work and assist us in our work. I want to take this opportunity as well for warmly welcoming us to the headquarters of SADC. When we visited Botswana, we found in you a very effervescent, very inspiring Executive Secretary. Thank you so much. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, we have an extensive agenda ahead of us. Let us accord the work before us the required attention and provide the necessary political direction on the way forward. I welcome you once more to this beautiful country of ours and trust that you will find the arrangements put in place at your disposal conducive to our successful deliberations. And at this point, I want to thank all of you. Merci. Obrigado. Siyabonga. Raleboha. Thank you.
Thank you, Honourable Minister. Thank you, Dr. Tax.
The D-Day for the Free State Government to submit its action plan over the public